Howdy, welcome back to SlydeBytes. Been a little while since I recorded a video. Been moving, setting up in a new space. So yeah, forgive the delay please, but got a lot of new equipment to talk about and review. So figured we'll go ahead and hop right on in today and start up with something I posted a picture of and planning on doing a review on this for a little bit. But yeah, so this beautiful instrument, the SoundGear by Ibanez SR300EDX. It is a beautiful, it's actually blue. It looks kind of black on the camera, but it's actually blue in person. There's a black version, a blue version, and I believe another color. Really sick bass. Usually, I usually go 5-string, but and my fiance saw this at the local guitar shop, and I had to have it. She pointed it out, and I was like, that is one of the most beautiful guitars I've looked at in a long time. And I mean, it is just gorgeous. I had to bring it home, especially with the gold hardware and everything. Just a very nice touch, very nice touch. Yeah, it's a really cool looking guitar. Yeah, and we are running today through the Fender Rumble 25 amplifier over here in the corner. We have the contour and the overdrive engaged. It's how I kind of tend to leave it, but I really want to dial stuff back. And you know, you have a ton of adjustment knobs on this thing. This knob here is controlling a lot. You can change your tone so much. It's kind of like a tone knob, but not really. It's got a different function. I can't remember what the actual name is now, but it seems like it's shifting the EQ a bit. And then these three knobs down here are also a bass, mid, and treble knob, which is really cool. That's your bass. This is gonna be your middle. These are Ibanez Power Span passive pickups. They are kind of cool because you can go into power tap mode, which is like kind of like a combination humbucker and single coil sounds. And then regular tap mode, which is single coil. And then in the middle position you have just your humbucking sound. Tonal variety in this thing. It is again a 4-string. You have this really nice high mass bridge on here for good sustain. 24 frets, Jatoba fretboard, 5-piece maple and walnut combination neck. I think Ibanez necks are just gorgeous with the racing stripes and everything. It's just a beautiful guitar, bass guitar here. It feels really good to play. This is a very much like a D-shaped neck, very smooth, very slick to play, and it's got very nicely sanded finish on it. Very nice. Again, super comfortable to play. My only real complaint with this thing is that the input is here, and you can't, the wireless systems I have will not fit this thing, and a lot of other like practice amps won't fit in there. This is the biggest problem I have with these inset inputs like this, and it's not my favorite thing. I prefer the traditional like Gibson or Fender style, where even Fenders can kind of have that inset, but on the Strats, but it seems to work better than this sort of thing. When it's just this hole that goes straight into the jack, it is so hard to get any sort of anything down in there to click in and plug in and play. So I'm using a really kind of crappy cable, but it was the thinnest thing I had that really fit in there. So that was kind of an annoyance, but beyond that, really, this is a quite nice bass to play. We'll just go through. And I'll just keep playing for a little bit, and we'll let you hear the different tones and everything. I'll play with the knobs, and you can kind of just get a kind of total demonstration. The amp settings right now, volume is pretty low, overdrive is engaged, contour is engaged. The bass is rolled off, like it's probably, it's about, I'd say 9 o'clock, and treble and mid are both about 2 o'clock. So let's just go ahead and play a little bit, and yeah. Go ahead and crank that knob. This is all the way off on that. Now this is an active EQ, so it will require a 9-volt battery. Take the treble down a little bit, lower the mids and the bass down. Let's lower the bass down. Take it right here, there's a midway notch. Boost it, lower the mids a little bit, boost the treble. Do this. You can really cut it out too much bass if you're not careful. That being a good popping, slapping sound. I'm not as good at that. Yeah. I get a comment every time I do this, but there's a lot of famous bass guitar players that have played with a pick. I prefer to play with a pick. Look it up. Just Google it, and you'll be amazed by how many famous bass players play with a pick. I prefer that by far. Let's cut the mids out a little bit. tap mode feels very precise. It feels very precise. We're gonna drop the tuning. I gotta tell you, usually I would go with a 5-string bass. This is very nice to play though. I hadn't had, I like 5-string because I like to be able to tune it to other things and play with like heavy metal style stuff, but this is very, very nice. I really enjoy it. I don't even miss having the 5th string on it at all. The 4th string is just fine. It plays great, it sounds great. It's very smooth. These power span pickups, these passive pickups with the active EQ work very well. This is my second Ibanez SoundGear bass, and I really am enjoying my time with Ibanez bass guitars. They're kind of like Fender and Ibanez basses are kind of like my favorites when it comes to bass guitars. I think they sound great, they always are good quality, and they just have a very nice, punchy, precise tone. And when you have this much flexibility, you have literally a treble, another mid, another bass. And, you know, this knob is controlling like your kind of like an EQ sweep in a way, and volume. And then you have 3 different pickup styles you can swap through. You have a lot of options on this thing. You know, it's just a really nice bolt-on neck, smooth like curves, and everything is high access. There's your little 9-volt battery compartment right back there. This is just a very comfortable guitar to play. Again, a Jatoba fretboard is just smooth and pretty to look at. Basic pearloid dots, but it complements itself very well. The gold hardware is great. Even the strap buttons are gold. And again, this is a blue guitar. It comes across as black on here, and there is a black version of it, but it's actually very blue in person. I really recommend this. And my biggest complaint is just how small the jack area is over here, but it's really not a big a deal. Yeah, I think it's just a gorgeous instrument, and here's the headstock. You can really see how blue it is right there. That shows it a lot better. See if we can get it in the light more for you to see. Yeah, you can kind of see hints of the blue and that gold. It just complements itself so well. And my fiance did an amazing job picking this one out. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give this I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, just because I just don't like that one area I went. I got this used and it's fantastic. You know, I think I paid like $400, something like that for it. Not a bad deal on it. It's a pretty nice instrument, maybe a little less than 400, can't remember now. But you know, if you find these, go ahead and pick one up. I don't think you'll regret it at all. I think it's a fantastic instrument. It plays fantastically well. It holds tune very well, and you know, I've had it for about a month now, month and a half, and I'm just enjoying my time, you know, absolutely with it. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you keep coming back. It means the world to me to have any of you here at all. And sorry again for the delay, but it's part of moving. And you know, hopefully we'll get back into the routine of posting videos fairly frequently. Don't know what my schedule is going to be. Probably won't be a schedule. Just be uploading when I get time. It's part of life, right? Anyway. Thank you guys so much. If you like what I do and you feel like I've earned it, you might consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, because that does help this little guitar channel grow, and I am trying to build a budget guitar community here around SlydeBytes. If you like the way I play, you like any music in the background, if there is any, you can go check me out on Instagram and TikTok and X, where I post my original guitar music and stuff I play, and just adventures and things like that. It's a good time over there, and I do Gundam volleyball. I do have time, just not super often, but I do sometimes do those. Otherwise, that's really, I think that's all I've got for you for this week. Yeah, keep shredding, partners. Be kind to each other, be kind to animals, and I will see you soon.